Hey Riffraff, welcome back to the channel. New month, new appointment with upcoming games. The month of November brings us some very interesting titles, so let's dive right in and discover them. Let's start with a big one. On November 2nd on Quest and PSVR 2, Vampire the Masquerade Justice is the first VR chapter of the Vampire the Masquerade saga. Experience the story of Justice, a vampire who arrives in Venice to find his master's killer and seek vengeance. The game offers a hint of role-playing, but it's primarily an action game based on the story and completion of primary and secondary objectives. I've already talked about it extensively in the review, and in the first comment you can find the link to buy it with the 25% discount.
He must be punished.
Also on November 2nd on Steam VR, Peaky Blinders The King's Ransom Complete Edition arrives. The game is inspired by the criminal TV series set in 1928 London and allow you to interact with and impersonate the series protagonists. If you enjoyed Demeo, on November 9th you can challenge your friends in battles 1 vs 1 or 2 vs 2 in Demeo Battles, the multiplayer PvP version of the VR tabletop RPG game that has captured thousands of passionate players of the genre and beyond. Demeo Battles is coming to Quest and Steam VR. On November 9th, get ready to jump from one rooftop to another in Stride Fates, a single-player game that features the campaign mode of the well-known Stride, a VR parkour game inspired by Mirror's Edge, coming to Quest and Steam VR. On November 14th, Pavlov Shack, a shooter with good weapon handling, offers theme-based multiplayer gameplay in various environments and game modes, 5 vs 5, investigation, monster, and the ability to play hundreds of mods created by the players' community. November 16 will be a big day for VR game sales, as it's the release date for Assassin's Creed Nexus, the first VR chapter of the saga. Step into the show of 3 characters from the series, Ezio, Connor and Cassandra, jumping through different eras to fight the Templars. Assassin's Creed Nexus is one of the most anticipated Quest exclusive of the year.
Knives, all these types of weapons, the tomahawk of Connor, all of that stuff. We put in the...
On November 30, you can step into the Upside Down in person in Stranger Things VR, but you won't be playing as the young protagonists, but from the perspective of Vecna, seeking to enact your revenge against Eleven and Hawkins. Stranger Things VR is exclusively for Quest headsets. If you prefer, on November 30, you can once again take up your sniper rifle and become a partisan in Sniper Elite VR Winter Warrior, which is not a DLC for the first chapter, but an exclusive for Quest headsets. It's like an additional story to the one played in the original chapter, for the small price of $15 only on the Meta Store. And finally, here are the November games on Quest Plus. NFL Pro Era, a VR simulation game of American football, and Angry Birds Isle of Pigs, an arcade game where you use a giant slingshot to launch angry birds at pig fortifications that have stolen their eggs. You can have both by activating a Quest Plus subscription and play them as long as you keep the service active. Now it's time for flat games, but first remember to check the video description and the first comment. You will find my Amazon link for purchasing Quest 3, my Meta referral link to receive 30 euros upon activating your headset, and the link to the Telegram group with a list of all my games at 25% discount. Using these links, you will support the channel and gives you an advantage as well. Thank you very much for your support. Now, here are the games coming out in November on PC and consoles.
Future of old Detroit? Make up your mind.
Did it. That artifact you recovered.
Welcome to the short...
Mario RPG game is back with updated graphics. Let's go over some new and returning gameplay features. Time your button for
Game Pass will also receive new games for subscribers to play for free starting on the following dates. Here are the Game Pass games for November.
Other people's hearts for so long, Jala. It was a matter of time before you wrecked your own. Morning, Ma. Wow.
May be the beautiful game. It makes us weep with joy. It breaks our hearts. But for those on the sidelines,
次の仕事が入りました。コードネーム上流としてのね。
In Persona 5 Tactica, your success in battling the oppressive legionnaires will hinge on your mastery of the techniques available to you on the battlefield.
Well, this was the best game coming out in November on PC, consoles and VR. Let me know in the comments which of these you wanna buy. Thanks for watching, like, subscribe and keep following. From Ben, it's all. See you next time and have fun. See you soon, Riff Raff.